Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to a power yoga class, level 2. We'll begin at the front of our mats, feet parallel to each other, lifting the arches of the feet, planting all four corners of each foot down into your mat, extending the tailbone slightly down, lifting the kneecaps up, connecting with the core. Let's bring the hands over the heart. Drop the shoulders back and down, opening the chest, lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhaling, deep breaths in, exhaling. Inhale your hands all the way over the head. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, forward bend, easy. Let your head be heavy. Hands on the shin bones, look ahead of you, flat back. Hands on the floor, step back, plank. Spread the fingers wide open, press the heels away from you and pull your belly in, drawing the navel in towards the spine. Lower down, chaturanga hold. Upward facing dog. Open the shoulders back and down, lengthening the back of your neck. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog, moving slowly through your vinyasa. In downward facing dog, lifting the tailbone as high as you can, pulling the navel, drawing the navel in towards the spine, gently allowing the heels to lower down. And let's inhale the right leg up, open the hip, right hip on top of the left, lift the right leg as high as you can, bend the knee and square the hips back, step it in high lunge. Taking high lunge, press the back heel away from you, pull the belly in, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, the hands on the floor, step back, plank, cross the right foot over the left and take 3 chaturangas. And next we're gonna draw circles with the right knee. You can draw anywhere from 3 to 5 or even 10 circles. Keep the belly firm, hips steady, and take chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, open the knee, open the left hip on top of the right and lift as high as you can. Breathe into your hip, inner thigh, obliques even. And step the left foot through in high lunge. The palms of the hands facing each other. Extend the tailbone down, breathe. Exhale down, hands on the floor, step back plank, lift the left leg up, cross the left foot over the right, 3 chaturangas. And now 3 to 5 to even 10 knee circles. And take chaturanga, upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, open the hip, open the leg, right hip over the left, look ahead of you and step the right foot between your hands, high lunge. We're gonna do a high lunge vinyasa sequence today. And let's bring the hands on the hips and kick your leg in front of you 10 times from high lunge to a kick forward. You can do it slowly as I'm demonstrating, so it's a control. It's not really a kick, it's a leg lift into stages, keeping the hips square and the belly in. And once you're done, we're gonna cross the left leg over the right, left elbow underneath the right elbow, and lift the hands high, eagle pose. Sit. And you can release, hands on the hips, step all the way back to high lunge. And we're gonna lower the knee 10 times in high lunge. Try to squeeze your bum at the top of the rib. Great. Open, warrior 2. Sink a little deeper. Reverse the warrior. Reaching back towards the back of the room. Turn the palm of your hand down. Walk your left hand down the left leg. Back to warrior 2. Exhale, hands on the floor, and turn the back heel up, lower down, low lunge. You can tuck the tailbone under, you can lower onto your forearms, stretching the quadriceps. And coming back up, step back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, open the knee. Look between your hands, step it through, come up, high lunge. And let's kick the leg in front of us 10 times, or lift the leg in front of us, stepping all the way back into high lunge as you step back, and lifting the leg high as you kick up, as you lift up. Use your glutes to lift you from the lunge. And now you can cross the right leg up over the left, right elbow underneath the left elbow, and sit back, eagle pose. Sit deep, soften the back of the shoulders. Release, step back, high lunge. And we're gonna go for 10 knee dips, lowering the knee 10 times. Try to be as mindful of your movement as possible, moving with intention. Reach over your head, open the arms out, warrior 2. Take wide stance and press into the outer edge of your right foot. Reversing the warrior, keep the front knee bent. Coming back to warrior 2, bring the hands down on the ground, on the inside of your left foot, and lower the right knee on the floor, tuck the tailbone under, breathe. And lower down onto your elbows optionally, Mula Bandha. Breathe. Great. Coming back up onto your hands, step it back into plank. And you can watch a quick demonstration of the next exercise. We're going to do a chaturanga push-up to do knee touching side to side, left and right. Cross the body and begin. 1, 2, keep the belly firm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, really moving with intention. 8, 9, 10, 11, and the last chaturanga, you can open the chest, upward facing dog, back to chaturanga, and exhale, downward facing dog. Pull the belly in and up, Mula Bandha. Reminding you about our challenge about Mula Bandha, holding Mula Bandha during your walks in your day. Now begin to incorporate it during your classes. And let's open the right leg up, roll the hip open. Step the foot between your hands and come up, high lunge. Take the tailbone under. And keeping the left knee bent, we're gonna do 10 step-ins with the right foot. Stay in a semi-partial squat on the left side. And just bring your toes next to the left foot and back. And back into high lunge. 7 lunge jumps in place here. And step into warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Lift and lengthen in reverse warrior. Back to warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Bring the right hand down and reach over your head with your left hand. Exhale, both hands on the floor and lower the right knee on the floor, lower the elbows on the floor and bring your left knee into your shoulder. Take the tailbone under and breathe into your quadriceps. Mula Bandha. Coming up to lunge, left hand on the floor, spin onto the outer edges of your feet here, reach over your head. Inside plank variation, reaching with your hand up and over your head. And now, side plank, toe touches, 10 of those. Just bring your toes to your hand. Last one, you're gonna grab your big toe, look ahead of you, release it. Hands on the floor, chaturanga push-up, upward facing dog. Chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, open the hip. Step the left foot between the hands, come up, high lunge. Hands on the hips, 10 step-ins. staying in chair on the right side, and step in high lunge. 7 jumps, lunge jumps. And open in warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Sink deeper into your lunge here. Spin the pinky in. Side angle, lengthen the torso. Reach way over your head with your left hand. Spin the pinky in. Open the hip. Hands on the floor. Lower down onto your elbows. Tuck the tailbone under. Mula Bandha. Breathe. Great. Coming up to lunge, spin onto the outer edges of your feet, right hand on the floor. Side plank of sorts with the hip opener, of course. And now side plank, toe touches. 10 of those, and keep your moves very steady. So your hips and your core is extremely steady. Grab your big toe on the last rep and open. Great. Release. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Back to Chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. Come up, high lunge. Lifting, lengthening. Hands in prayer over the heart and twist. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee. And you can clasp here behind you. Inbound, revolved side angle. And look ahead of you. You can step the back foot in, standing on your right foot. Come up to standing to revolved bird of paradise. A twisting bird of paradise. Look behind you, straighten the leg. Slowly reverse the movement and step it back into revolved bound side angle. Great. Hands on the outside, and you can go into an arm balance. Lift the hips. Lower down in revolved side angle. Reach way ahead of you. Lower the hands on the ground, squeeze your knee into your chest and extend it behind you. Go for this 10 times. Lifting the leg behind you, squeezing the booty and the hamstrings. Squeezing the belly, Mula Bandha, of course. And you can press back into one-legged down dog, open the hip. Step down into down dog and take the left leg up. Step the left foot between the hands. Come up, high lunge. Hands in prayer, twist. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. You can clasp your hands behind you, bound, revolved side angle. Step the back foot in and begin to come up standing onto your right foot. Try to straighten the leg as much as you can and try to look behind you as much as you can in this revolved bird of paradise pose. Reversing the movement, step all the way back into bound side angle with a twist, of course, and then arm balance. Spread your toes, look ahead of you, lift the hips, step it back in revolved side angle, reach way ahead of you, turn the pinky in, Great. Hands on the floor, plank, knee in, and press the heel behind you 10 times. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Bring the leg behind you. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Those are knee tucks with a little bit of a kick behind you. And while you continue huffing and puffing with your knee tucks, I actually ripped my bracelet and I left it in the video as to remember the video as the rolling beads yoga class. Finish with the 10 knee tucks and lower down in pigeon once you're done. Left knee on the floor, flex the foot and adjust pigeon to your flexibility level. Here you can see well how I'm positioning my right hip and lengthening my spine. So I'm rolling the right hip in so that the hip are exactly positioned equal distance from the floor, and there is no opening in the right hip, there is no crookedness in the body. You're squaring your hips. If you pay attention to your toes on the right foot, all 5 toes should be on the floor, so you're spinning essentially your right foot in so that the little toe can touch the floor as well as your big toe. And you can also think of lengthening your right foot away from you. Usually when I give adjustments here, sometimes I would not only spin the leg in, but I would also pull it back if the person I'm adjusting is experienced with yoga, otherwise I would freak someone out. So think about lengthening the right leg. And of course, Mula Bandha, breathe into your left hip. A lot of us have learned to experience the deepening of our practice exactly here in this pose. A lot of things become clear, vibrant in the quietness of this pose. Slowly coming back up. Now open the chest and change sides. Bring the right leg in, flex the foot, square the hips, level the hips, lengthen the spine, spin the left hip in down towards the floor, and stay here. Finding ever deepening growth in the stillness of this pose. As still as we might seem on the outside, there is so much happening and moving and transitioning, transcending, evolving, growing within the spirit and within the body. Even on a physical level, there is a lot of action here, although we do look still. So there is quite a bit of lesson in this pose and in yoga in general. Dynamics in stillness. It's an art form. The art of living, the art of Zen, or the Zen of art. And slowly begin to walk back up. And you can bring both legs in front of you and just shake them. And you can lower down into forward bend, flex your feet. And soften in this pose. Inhale, coming back up. Bring your hands behind you, fingers pointing at you, lift your hips. And now let's bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Holding here. And here we are in another pose. That is growth within stillness. Great, coming out of this and going into half lotus or full lotus. And you can bring your fingers in chin mudra, index touching the thumb or index finger tucking under the thumb. And you can bring the chin in, down, locking out 3 locks in Ashtanga Yoga, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalandhara Bandha. You can stay here for as long as you need to, reflecting on the present moment, on the beauty of the present moment, reflecting on nothingness, on stillness, on flowing stillness, dynamic stillness, just being here, being present, being unapologetically you. Without the distractions of what you are, who you are, who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do, where you need to go, how you need to get there, and all of those constant things that we allow to be in the back of our minds, but instead allow yourself to lock your bandhas, your 3 locks, your 3 holds, allowing the flow of energy to flow within and to strengthen you, your willpower, your heart, your mind. Thanks for joining me today. Bowing to your heart for its forgiveness, compassion, generosity, and love. Namaste.